Welcome to the Rabbit Hole Deep Dives, a spin-off of the Marvelous Talk podcast that breaks down huge Marvel, Star Wars, and comic book characters to help our viewing and listening audience get some insight to many of the upcoming and current stars that they will see moving forward with the MCU, Star Wars, and DC universes. Hey, if you like what you're hearing and seeing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on whichever format you're viewing this information. And make sure you leave a comment on the channel to post your questions as we move forward with Rabbit Hole Deep Dives. With all of that being said, let's get into it. From the pages of the Marvel Comics to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, She-Hulk. She-Hulk is who I believe is the next big star of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A She-Hulk television series is coming to Disney Plus with orphan Black star Tatiana Maslany announced as the lead actress in the fall, somewhere around September of 2022. However, many Marvel fans familiar with the Marvel Cinematic Universe don't really know much about the character besides that she shares her name with another iconic Avenger hero, the Incredible Hulk. She-Hulk's origin is simple, but she's more than just another angry green super strong crime fighter. Unlike most Marvel superheroes, She-Hulk is defined not just by her power and her origin, but by the good she does in her everyday life. Think of Peter Parker, not just as a crime fighter. He's a photographer for the Daily Bugle, whereas Jennifer Walters is defending the innocent and trying to usher in change. So this breakdown of the character will allow marvelous listeners or just your everyday average fan to understand a deep dive perspective on how pivotal She-Hulk actually is for the MCU moving forward. She-Hulk's character began life as Jennifer Walters, the cousin of Bruce Banner. Walters was a successful defense lawyer working in Los Angeles before she even attained her powers. One day, when Bruce was visiting her, she was gunned down by gangsters looking to silence her before she testified against them. To save her life, Bruce gave her a transfusion of his own irradiated gamma blood, leaving her with the ability to transform into a green, muscle-bound version of herself when she became angry. The Green Gigantus first appeared in Savage She-Hulk in 1980, created by Stan Lee and John Buscemi. The duo brought her to life for legal reasons, hoping to protect that name from the competition. Due to the immense success of the Incredible Hulk TV show on CBS, She-Hulk served two purposes: protecting the Hulk IP and as a spinoff. Not surprisingly, she soon became a unique and popular character independent of her own well-known relative. After a few years of fighting crime alone, She-Hulk joined the Avengers via the West Coast team and later the original team to become one of the team's most enduring cornerstone heroes. This wouldn't be the only time She-Hulk joined a famous team, as she would have a brief stint as the member of the Fantastic Four, serving as a replacement for Benjamin Grimm, aka The Thing. She-Hulk was much more prevalent on the team than the Hulk himself, who was almost never an Avenger after their first adventure in the famed comics. Hulk was never cut out to be part of the team, as his fits of rage would compromise his decisions. She-Hulk is the opposite, always under control and aware of the big picture. While Hulk, Bruce Banner's character, is mostly billed or portrayed as a self-preserving enemy of the U.S. military, mainly Sergeant Thaddeus E. Thunderbolt Ross, aka the Red Hulk, who's in the MCU as of today, with his sole purpose focused on the rage and fear for survival. She-Hulk is characterized as the ultimate teen and lawyer defender of justice.